Morning traders, and this is your Dow Jones review for today. So we're still waiting the Feds at the moment, which is why we are sort of ranging at the moment in this red pattern. I have got a trade in at the moment, basically on a break of this range bar here. Okay, we had a pin bar at the downside, so basically I've taken that trade, very small position, just to see whether we have the correct position. The other thing that has transpired is pretty much a break of this downward trend line. Okay, so alligator is flat at the moment on the 3 hours, so ranging and going nowhere at the moment. If we look at the hour, you'll see clear trend break, and you can see we've accelerated, we're now pulling back. So what I am anticipating is a bit of a pullback, probably to test the, the alligator break at the moment, and then we're looking for another move to the upside. So you can see the other thing which convinced me that we were looking at an entry was we had a bit of a wedge here, but you can see the wedge itself is showing a little bit of diversions. Okay, double bottom here, and from there to that one, slight diversions, but the awesome oscillator, look at the diversions here. The price is going down, and the awesome oscillator is coming up. Okay, so technically this thing could come all the way back down and test this break. It's also possible. And the other thing that is possible at the moment is that we've just formed a channel. Okay, the stop is below the low of yesterday at the moment, and that's pretty much what we are, well, what we're trading at the moment. So I'm anticipating another leg up. This is my first leg up. I'm anticipating another leg up to sort of push higher and more than likely close the gap first. But my long-term view here is a little bit different, because if we extend that up, and let's come back to this one here, that is quite a big solid break of a flag, and that flag target is pretty much here. Okay, you see there's my take profits. And if we come across to the weekly, probably even the monthly, you'll see that gives us just above the previous high. Okay, well, that's kind of my view of this at the moment. Time will tell whether this is going to hold or not. If we look at what's happening on the 12 minutes, it looks like it's reversed, and we're probably going to have a move all the way back down, which wouldn't surprise me. It really wouldn't surprise me to come and test this area here, as long as it doesn't get below the low of yesterday. Okay, so for this, I think the other strategy that you want to just double check your things on is going to be the ichimoku, and start with the 12, I'll say the hour, and you can see we bounced off a cloud, we're bouncing back. Your level of support will more than likely come in around 27072. If we look at the higher time frames, we do have a crossover here of Kijinsen, which is bearish. Okay, but we've got deviations here from the two, so they're not following each other down at the moment. Okay, Kijinsen is running down, but Kijinsen is flat. So that's just an indication of a range. When there's diversions, it's not really a proper bullish signal. And you can see here, Chiku span is not really broken through yet. It's not bullish. The cloud is still green. Still a lot of support below this. You know, technically what I could also do is move my stop below there. because that's the bottom of the cloud, which should give me more than ample room for this to maneuver at the moment. And maneuver, it's going to maneuver, especially with the data coming out. And the other problem that we've got here is we do have a potential reversal coming up, because now we've got diversion between Kijun-san and Tenkan-san in the opposite direction. Okay, so essentially all I'm doing at the moment is anticipating a move to the upside based on data coming out tonight from the Fed. Okay, if that fails, we'll dump that, wait for the pullback, and the pullback will be, I think, pretty deep. Probably expect a 50-60% pullback of this last move, which will more than likely come into the area where my stop loss is at the moment. There is a level there as well. Okay, so for now, we'll wait and see what happens, but I'm anticipating a move to the upside. This is also looking like a bit of a flag to me. So I think the safe bet at the moment is to keep your stop pretty much around there. Make it a little bit tighter. There we go. Okay, that's fine enough. So looking for a little bit more of meander to the upside. Okay, so anyway, yeah, it's a small position to test the waters. Not really going to commit to anything until we've heard from the Feds, because it can still go both ways. But that is my view at the moment. Okay, so basically looking at a break of the alligator on the hour, looking for a pullback to come and test the break. We're just forming a bit of a wedge and then moving to the upside. So your first move would be something like that, which should close the gap. Okay, bear in mind, guys, it's also important, it's also possible that this just becomes a range, or alternatively shoulder, head, shoulder. Okay, if it becomes a head and shoulders, then this is your target, yeah, which would be your second move. Well, actually not quite that, because then we're looking for a break of that. Which basically lines up with this previous triple top here. Okay, that's kind of my view at the moment. Not too stressed if it does fall below here and take me out. It's not the end of the world. This is a bit of a gamble that we're taking. And it's just before news coming out, so anything's possible. But I do think that we've got a bigger wedge break. We're now coming back to test that wedge break. So it should give me an opportunity to get back in again. Okay, anyway guys, that's it for me today. Hope it helps, and whatever you do, stay safe and keep those stops tight. I'll catch you later. Cheers for now.